Welcome back, everybody. As long as we're taking a walk outside of our wheelhouse, let's look at a Allis-Chalmers HD-16. Again, I know next to nothing about these. They're big, they're yellow, and they look heavy. So, 6-cylinder diesel in it. Looks like an Allis make. I believe they bought out Buddha. I don't know if it still has any of the Buddha design or not. But engine hours, let's see if we can see what that says. 2288. It's a 24-volt system. That's on there. No idea how many times that's rolled over. Operator's platform. Looks like we had batteries down in there at one point. Offset seat. We evidently have power boosted steering. That'd be your steering right there. If that's throttle, maybe. That's either main clutch or reverser. That looks like a gear shift down there. I don't know what those two levers did down there. Pedals. And here's the interesting part. Everybody used the same style dash light. You find those on the old Caterpillars all the time. Great big air cleaner right ahead of you. And it looks like somebody's chopped the ROPS at one point. But otherwise, fairly heavy headache rack. We've got our cable control lever coming in through the back. Big old wide hood on that thing. Kind of cuts down on your field of vision side to side. But undercarriage, well, grousers are not horrible. Sprockets are not horrible. Top roller's not too horrible. There's some wear there. Links, pin bosses have been starting to catch it a little bit, but it looks like there's meat on those rails yet. Pins and bushings have not been turned, not worn through, so that's all good. I like how they ran their carrier roller stands back here and they angled the front one forward. They angled the rear one back. Kind of interesting. And looking at this front idler, look how thick that is. See, they've got, must be some dirt relief holes in there to let the dirt roll out. Some of the track tin's still in place. The adjuster rod here, to me, looks a little bit spindly compared to the size of that yoke and the size of that idler. I don't know. It obviously worked. So, it's got to be a threaded design. There has to be a captured recoil spring under this heavy guard in that housing. That's got to be what that is. Oh, I see now. Carrier rollers have been built up. You can see the old weld. So can't see much of the bottom rollers. I would assume they're about the same. But heavy cable blade on it. We've got the upper links. That's like a ball joint style articulating joint right there. Neat. That was your old adjuster rod right there. That was your handle, gave you leverage. And looking at the blade, they must have favored doing most of their cutting on the left-hand side here because they've added extra cutting edge vertically. They've added an extra one on the side of the corner bit. But then the other side just has standard corner bit and no extra vertical add-ons. So it doesn't look like anything was ever welded here either. So it tells you a little bit about maybe the work they did or the preferences of the operator back in the day. Perforated grill guard, and it is bashed in where I think this lower shiv block came up and started hitting that guard every time they had the blade full raised. But it looks like they run a captured cable system down here, hits this pulley, goes through the hard nose. There'd be another pulley right here, and you start to see the tube that comes out right here that cable runs through. So that's at least captured anyhow. Big generator on there, dual fan belts, great big fan. They're naturally aspirated, no turbos yet. Undercarriage on this side, I would say much the same. See the same style buildup on the carriers. Similar front idler, no buildup there that I can see. Oh, look at that. Look at how bent that adjuster rod is. Swales out this way and then back. Oh, that took some damage. Heavy mainspring under there. Yeah, you're not taking that out. Some pretty good wear on your trunnion joint back here for the blade, but track 10 in place around the sprockets yet, which is rather unusual. We've got double drum winch. Yes, double drum on the back. This side feeds the cable up. Well, let's see. Goes up. Okay, it goes up and then down around here. There's where it hits the tube, follows through to the hard nose. Drawbar swing frame looks pretty good. They've got two wear shoes on it actually. That was part of your pin retainer at one time, but they've added both of the ears. I bet both of the ears have been worn out. You can see where they added welded brand new material on, so that's why this doesn't go far enough to reach anything anymore. So it did its share of pulling in the day too. Being that it's a double drum control, I'm betting it had a cable scraper on. Can we see any kind of a maker on the tag? Negative. It's pretty much done. And I don't know whose name that used to be, construction company. Pretty well deteriorated. It looks big, it looks heavy. Allis made some quality equipment back in the day though. Judging by the wear, this definitely put in a few hours, so it earned its keep. Allis-Chalmers HD-16. I'd say this straddles, it's at least the size of a Cat D7 of the era, maybe between a 7 and an 8 in size. Thanks for watching, everybody.